What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Fro'Jordan back with another video. In this video, I am playing the Sentinel. This is the Sentinel video, the ultimate Sentinel video. And I want to ask y'all, start off the video with this question. What is your favorite Sentinel right now? You feel me? Now, you're going to see a few games. I'm playing not all the Sentinels, but I'm playing a couple Sentinels that I favor on each map that I play. And on this map Ascent, you see I'm running Vice, and I decided to lock in Sentinel. Even though we had a chamber, I said, you know what, why not lock double Sentinel? And honestly, it was a blessing in disguise because we started on attack. Now, Ascent is a defensive sided map, a CT sided map. It's CT heavy in every way. And so I said, we started on attack. It's a blessing in disguise, because if we start off good on attack, as you can already see, we're up 4-0, then we can have a good defensive side. Not saying we need to chill on defense, but we can have a favor side, or a favor to our defensive sided half. Now, I'm kind of like a second initiator because, hey, I have a flash. And so I'm saying to myself, you know, I can be like I said, the second initiator in a way, even though we have a Sova. Now, you can see right here, I'm thinking our duelist went down, so I need to be the first one to go out. And that's exactly what I decided to do right here. And I'm saying, oh, I'm playing a little aggressive as a Sentinel. And so that's the little thing that Vice, or at least double Sentinel, allows you to do when you can just be another person to follow up on site. And I got a 4K this round, and so I was really feeling a little aggressive on this round in particular. Now, we have switched over to our defensive side, and that first half ended 9-3, and as you can see, we're already struggling a little bit. I wouldn't say we were struggling, but we let them have a few rounds, and it got a little close. It's 10-9 right now, and it's looking like this isn't our, favor sided map or whatever. And I'll be honest, honestly, I don't like to blame my teammates in a situation like this, but it was just because they weren't hitting my site. They said any site the Vice is on, hit the other side, and our chamber was honestly just getting picked on the whole game. And right now we're in a retake situation, and we ended up getting this round and, bringing that momentum back in our favor. But yeah, they were picking on our chamber, bro, and that's the only thing that was really hindering us in this half. And as you see, we're on match point. And I'm not even on the site with my util, but I let the Clove take over my util while I'm popping and everything. And, I kind of helped out. And you can see I'm still playing Tree, and the Fade thought they was going to be slick. But we ended up winning this game. And that was a little Vice gameplay. So they got dancing zombies in here. They doing swimming routines? What is this? Okay. Oh, my. Yo. They got Aquaman zombies, seaweed monsters, zombie monsters swimming. Wouldn't they add this to Minecraft? Alright. Now in this second game, you see I'm playing another Sentinel. I'm playing Chamber on Corrode. Now, we also have double Sentinel on this map, but we don't have an initiator, which could be a little struggle on offense. As you can see right now, we're already ahead 1-0. We won pistol, and you see me locking it down with my headhunter, doing my thing on my site. And yeah, we don't have an initiator, which isn't too big of a deal on defense if you just let them, come into your sites and, you really just kind of hold it down that way. But you can see our defensive side of map, or our defensive side, was okay. You see we're up 8-2. I got the operator in my hand, and as a chamber, this is where you start to play around a little bit. 2v3 situation. I'm popping off with the operator. Now, you sometimes don't like to get caught in 1v1 situations with the operator, but I ended up making it work. That's just me. But you see, we're going into our attack half, and and this is where it got a little dicey. You see, we're up 9-3. I'm getting 3Ks on site, following up with my team here, and it started off okay. It started off great, but then you can see 11-12. It ended terribly. Like I told you, our attack half was just very boring, and we just ended up losing that game, and that was just a nightmare in itself, bro. It was terrible. But I mean, hey, I like the guy's Vengeance Vandal or Phantom. I don't really see it too much, which is why it's not really moving me. And I mean, it's not too shabby, you know. So I'm still giving it, half, while it's at a 2, and the only reason it's really at a 2 is because of this Smite Classic. And maybe even the hammer. Honestly, the hammer. So 1, 2, everything else, not really moving me. So really, this is worth 3 points in that kind of liker skill looking setting, Now, we are hopping into our final game of this video, and I'm on a Cypher. And this might be the strongest, if not the second strongest Sentinel in the game right now, at the time of this recording, I would say. And you see right there, I don't know how I got that kill, but somehow, some way, I got that easy pickings on that guy right there. And Cypher is, I'm not gonna say it's the strongest Cypher or strongest Sentinel, but he's up there, with the way he can universal, all of that is it's okay. And so Cypher, little fun fact, this was the first agent I unlocked. Why? No idea. I thought he was a cool agent, you feel me, with the camera. And I think at the beginning it was kind of the only Sentinel that could really do anything aside from Sage. I think him, Sage, KJ were the only 3 Sentinels, I believe. I want to say that when I first unlocked them. And so it was really not hard to pick, or it wasn't that many choices to pick from. And this was the one I landed on. So playing Cypher on the map Sunset, pretty much one of the best options on this map, depending on how you play, as a single Sentinel or whatever. But yeah, I mean, you really can only set up on one side to really lock it down. And you can see this game already, and I lose that Cypher v Cypher, and I hit him for 115, which was just heartbreaking. But single Sentinel, Cypher, you can't go wrong on Sunset. And I had a pretty strong defensive half. They really wasn't hitting my sights that much, which is why you don't really see too many highlights. But you see right here, I'm playing up close, and the render really didn't check me. I didn't have to shoot that eye because I could still see in front of me, as long as, they came right in front of me, what I'm saying? So, that and whatever. But yeah, not really a bad defensive half. We started our attack half pretty strong. You can see we won pistol. We're in a post plant 2v1, and we're just sitting here waiting for the jet to come, and I took care of that. But yeah, it wasn't too bad of a defensive half that really led into the attack for us. And I was really doing what Cyphers do, lurking through mid, sitting on A while my team hitting B, and catching them off guard. As you see right here, it's a 3v4, and I'm just, like I said, this is what Cyphers do. They lurk, they catch you off guard. Why would I be holding my trip? I don't know. You really don't expect it. So I had to go ahead and pop that ult for my team, and we ended up going ahead and taking it into the site and getting the plant down, making sure we secured a round, going back to main, throwing my cam on a bomb, playing together, and it was peaceful, and we're taking things very, very strategically, or whatever you want to call it, and really taking care of things on the attack, even though we kind of get into some tough situations, and we're going into the end of the game here, and our Clove just wanted that kill. They want to get plat 1, and we helped them do that. And, not too bad of a game from me. 10 and 11, it's not too shabby. So if you made it to the end of this video, please comment down below. Let me know what is your favorite Sentinel in the game right now, this very moment. And leave a like on the video, subscribe, and join the Frotopia. Alright, it's your boy Fro'Jordan. I'm out. Peace.